Hi, my name is Hojin Ryan Kwok, and I wanted to talk about what I did for the game audio reimplementation of the game Not Raised by Wolves, a third-person action shooter. On the team, my role was a lot of technical implementation, including implementing a new spatial audio system, a lot of the optimization, creating the sidechain compression system, as well as creating all the SFX for the enemies. In this video, I wanted to go over how I used Wwise to create more variations than were created in the asset creation phase of the project, as well as how I created the sidechain compression system for it. So in the game, enemies get hit very often, and thus we need many variations for that sound. And instead of creating dozens of different assets for that, what I did was create this blend container and random container system where I only created 11 assets, but it would create 48 variations. So in one random container, I just have all the explosive layer sounds, some tingy high layer sounds, and some mid distort impact sounds. And together they create this sound. And the reason why it creates 48 different variations than just the 11 that were created for it is that it's 4 times 3 times 4 different possibilities, aka 48. So the game Not Raised by Wolves is a very action-packed game with very exciting music. However, since it's very action-packed and lots of things are going on, we had to use a sidechain compression system to make sure everything you heard was digestible and you're hearing all the important things. And those important things are stuff like the player attacking, enemies launching a powerful attack, dialogue. And to create this sound sidechain compression system, we identified those important sounds and outputted them to a game parameter. So the way we did that, let's just take the player attacks as an example. We send it to an aux bus, and this one's called Beater Coyote attacks. And these aux buses live right under here. And we have a Wwise meter plugin. And within that plugin, you can output a game parameter. And it'll give a number between minus 48 and 0, depending on how loud that sound is. And all these sounds live under a metering dead bus. The reason we have this is that we don't want any of the signal that's being sent to these aux buses to be actually playing in the game, because that would be doubling the signal, mess up our mix. So this metering dead bus parent has a Wwise gain effect that has everything that goes through it be made silent, minus 96.3. So since music is one of the things that is always constantly playing throughout the game and can be quite loud, these game parameters are affecting the music bus. And we have this game parameters affecting its Wwise Parametric EQ plugin. If we look right here, we see the Coyote attack game parameter that we saw earlier, and it's affecting one of the frequency bands as well as the entire output gain. And let's just use this output gain as an example. So as you can see right here, whenever the game parameter is at least minus 25 dB, or in other words, the sounds of the player attacks is above minus 25 dB, it starts decreasing the volume of the music. Now for demonstration purposes, I'm going to just put this all the way down so that pretty much any sound of a player attack will affect the volume of the music. So let's open Soundcaster. So in my Soundcaster session, I have the combat music as well as a player attack sound. And when I play this player attack music while the music is playing, you'll hear an obvious ducking of the music. As I said earlier, in the actual game, it's not that obvious, but these subtle changes can make the mix much more easy to comprehend.